My name is Shelly, and today I'm gonna be doing some stuff. So basically, I was recording this video about The Sims 4, and while I recorded it, I was building my house, and I decided, hey, I've seen Sims YouTubers do this thing called speed builds, where they talk about their build as the viewers watch them build it, but it's sped up. So I'm gonna do that today, and I'm gonna do it so well because I'm so good at everything. So let's do it now, yes. Oh wow, so look at this. It looks so good. Okay, so don't mind me going crazy. That's just things. And then I'm building on a beach place because I love beaches because they have turtles. I didn't see any turtles though, and that was sad. And so as you can see, I'm kind of building some sort of turtle here. And it's really cool because, yeah, I'm building a turtle. And so, yeah, I don't know what to talk about because there's nothing to talk about. It's a turtle. You can see I made all of its flippers, and I made its shell and its head and its tail. And, I never put anything in the water over there, but I did go swimming in the water. So that was fun. And okay, now I'm adding a roof onto the turtle because he deserves it. And most houses have roofs, except it doesn't really fit, but that's okay. Now I'm also adding ones onto his head, and his flippers. And so yeah, so cool. You notice that it's kind of weird. I think the roofs aren't diagonal, which is sad, but the roofs are, and it's really weird. Okay, so I'm making this house for me and my dog, which is actually my owner. So yeah, she's my daddy. And yeah, he has his own room, just like I have my own room. Oh yeah, and I built a billboard to advertise my house because people need to know that it exists. And now I'm deciding which columns I want, because there are so many columns, and there's too many. And I randomly placed it in the roof. Oh yeah, and I also, I put a chimney in the roof because I figured chimneys are important, right? Okay, so here I'm placing doors, and none of the doors were working until I got to the dog doors, which those worked. And so I used those, and I made it so that's my owner's a room to get in. See? Now I found these cool glass doors, and I put them everywhere so that there would be enough room to go in, because it's very important that you could go into the house. And for some reason it didn't let me put it on those two diagonal bits. It was weird. And now I'm looking at windows. Oh, by the way, I got a lot of packs, and I bought almost all of them before my daddy caught me and told me that I needed to stop. And that was really mean of him. I can't believe he did that. Okay, so now I'm making a face for my turtle, and you'll see that I gave him a nose, which is unrealistic, but I thought it was cool. And he has a flower box for a mouth and windows for eyes. And I made sure to make the whole thing as green as possible because that's what a turtle is. You even made the doors green. So yeah, what else? I made the columns green, and look at me coloring everything. Also, you might be wondering how I managed to find all these tools and stuff. Well, actually, I looked up a tutorial and I used that. So that's how I know where everything was. And yeah, it was very hard. There's too many things in this game. Okay, so now I'm working on the inside, hopefully, kind of, sort of, yeah. And I ran out of money. As you can see, I had 1 money. So then I looked up cheats of how to get more money, and it didn't work. and it didn't work for a long, long time, which was upsetting. It's still not working. This is infuriating for me. And also, I suck at typing, so don't judge it in the corner. I was trying to give myself $1 billion, but it wasn't working, and then I finally did, and I gave myself $1 million. So, I had infinite money, which is good, because I didn't want to have to worry about money. So I'm making sure everything is green, because that's very important. Oh, and now I'm doing the floor plan, which I think is a fancy word for the layout of the house, yeah? So yeah, and so you can see I made myself a big bedroom, and a bathroom, and my daddy had his own room too, and then there was the living room. Oh, and I painted all the walls green too, because that's very important. So yeah, but everything was really dark, even though it didn't look very dark, so I had to find a bunch of lights. Oh, so I found these lamps, and I put them everywhere because they're very important, but then I realized I don't want lamps hogging up the whole building. So yeah, I deleted them all, and I got a lot of money for it. And then I put ceiling lights all around, because those are very important too. So my house is very lit up. Okay, another thing I was doing was trying to find a lot of green things, because very important to find green things. So I found like green countertops, and I found like green doors, and later I'll realize that I can actually make the lights green too. But I didn't know that before, so that's sad. And it wasn't letting me place things anywhere, which was really upsetting. It kept going red, and then not letting me place it. And that was sad. And I don't know how to fix that, which is upsetting! Oh, and I got this dinosaur trash bin, which is super cool too. Oh, by the way, I hear a lot of people always talk about their real life, so I'm gonna talk about my real life, because you guys want to know what's going on with me, yeah? So, guess what happened? My daddy and his sister, they went swimming without me! They have a pool in their backyard, and they abandoned me, and I didn't get to go swimming with them. And no matter how much I begged them, they wouldn't let me, and it's so upsetting. And I'm so sad. And, yeah, they kept saying that I wouldn't be safe in there, but it's not fair. How come they're safe and I'm not? Anyway, enough about the pool. As you can see, I put a tunnel in the house for my dad, because I heard that people couldn't go through it. So my dad, he could go through it, yeah? And then I'm doing the living area, with all the couches and the rugs. And half the rugs didn't fit, but that's okay. I found ones that did. And of course I got the biggest TV ever, but it wouldn't let me place it because the door was in the way. So I moved the door, and I put it down, and then I put a bunch of chairs because those are important. Oh, and also before, oh yeah, I'm putting a fireplace down, but also before I did my daddy's room, and I put a bunch of balls for him to make, because he needed balls, and I also put his eating area, which is very important, and his sleeping area. And also there's a telescope, because I heard that people can die from telescopes. I never actually saw that, but apparently they can. Oh, and also that big dresser thing that you see? Yeah, apparently you can find big dressers in this game. And that was really weird to me, so I put it. And then now I'm doing the house, the death house, which I put all of the things that can kill you in it. Well, not all of them, because I don't know what they all are, but yeah. I put like a sauna, and a telescope, and the fireplace, and it was cool. And yeah, I kept searching for things that I needed. This is just me sitting here trying to find things that kill you. Okay, so now I'm moving on to wall decor, because that is important. And I put a bunch of cracks and cobwebs around, which, if you didn't know, those things have spiders on them, and they're really scary. Oh, and then also I'm putting a bunch of paintings around because paintings are important. And also, wall art because wall art is important. And I put those all in my daddy's room because he deserves them. And then in this room also, what else did I put? I forgot. Okay, I guess I didn't put anything else. So now I'm moving on to my bedroom, where I gave myself the biggest and most expensive bed ever. Because I deserve it. And it's rainbow colored, which is cool. And I put also in that little nook over there, I put a guest bed too, in case anyone needed to sleep. And then I also found the matching dresser to the big one, which is really weird because why was there a big one and also a small one? Oh, and this is where I found out that you could size things up really big. So I made the giant killer unicorn. It's a very big giant killer unicorn. And then I found a cheat that made it so I could place him there. So yeah, the giant killer unicorn watched over us in our journey. It was cool. And then I put a miniature friend for him. I put a dragon, because dragons are important. And then I put a lot of greenery in my bedroom, because I love to have greenery. And I made sure I had a closet too, because closets are important. Everything is important. Okay, so now I'm doing the bathroom. And apparently, I also put I put the toilet in the wall, because why not? And I gave my daddy his litter box, and I made sure that I had a bush in there, because the bush, it said it was a toilet. So, I put a bush in there, and then I also put a sink. And now I'm doing some landscaping with all my trees and stuff. And then the final touch is putting a roof on the death house, and there's my finished house. Wow! So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my wonderful recording and stuff, and I'll see you in the next video!